All right, let's dive in. You know, it's amazing how much a physical transformation can really impact someone's trajectory. Today, we're looking at WWE wrestler Gunther. You might know him as Walter back in the day.
Yeah, definitely a name change and a total physique overhaul.
Totally. And you sent over some seriously interesting articles and notes about this whole thing, so.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. It's not just about losing weight, it's a complete reinvention.
It makes you think, about self-belief, defying those expectations, and just carving your own path to success.
For sure.
Okay, so let's set the stage here. Gunther, back when he was Walter, completely dominating NXT.
NXT, WWE's proving ground.
Exactly. And he was leading Imperium, which was, known for just brutal, hard-hitting wrestling. And he had the physique to match.
Oh, absolutely.
Well over 330 pounds.
Imposing, unstoppable force.
You included some photos in your research.
Yeah, the difference is incredible.
Night and day. But then he jumps to the main roster.
Raw, SmackDown, the big leagues.
Exactly. And he's leaner.
Much leaner. WWE officially lists him at 297.
But it's more than just the numbers. It's how he carries himself. It's in his movements.
Agility is through the roof.
You'd think, okay, WWE pressured him to change, right?
Seems like the obvious answer, yeah. Fit the mold.
But from everything you sent over,
Doesn't seem to be the case.
not at all.
It's fascinating. Gunther's been so open about this whole process. He started dieting before even moving to the main roster.
Really? So he was thinking about this evolution beforehand.
Absolutely. Planning it out.
But he was already a champion in NXT. Huge fan base. Why go through such a massive change?
Well, he addressed that in the Out of Character podcast. He talked about how much he loved, those chunky foreign heavyweights.
Classic archetype.
But he also knew to really stand out on the main roster.
Yeah.
To, quote, represent the top-tier athletes.
That's a big statement.
He needed to adapt. And he completed the transformation before his WrestleMania debut.
Wow. That shows some serious commitment.
Absolutely.
So how'd he do it? Crazy WWE training program.
Nope. Diet and exercise. But here's the twist.
Okay.
His Imperium teammates, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci, they played a huge role.
Oh, interesting. You'd think the pressure would be from WWE?
Right. But the real support system.
Imperium itself.
Exactly. Gunther even admitted in an interview with Metro that he loves food.
Relatable.
So limiting his intake, tough.
I bet.
But Kaiser and Vinci kept him motivated, accountable. He even credits them with pushing him through those rough patches.
That's real teammate dedication right there. Okay, so he's lost the weight. He's on the main roster. But did it actually make him better in the ring?
The million-dollar question. Aesthetics or actual performance?
Yeah.
Well, on Corey Graves' After the Bell podcast, Gunther said he never really had stamina issues.
Even at his heaviest.
Even at his heaviest. But he did admit it's a lot easier now.
And the proof is in the pudding. The 2023 Royal Rumble enters at number 1. Lasts over 71 minutes.
A record.
Unstoppable. You saw a shift in fan perception after that. Oh, absolutely. It was like he leveled up. And he seems to really thrive in those high-pressure situations.
He's talked about that, hasn't he? Enjoying those moments. And that new level of fitness probably helps him stay focused and energized during those crazy long matches.
Absolutely. So, transformed his body, incredible support system, performing better than ever. Makes you wonder what was going through his mind this whole time, this change in physique. It must have changed how Gunther saw himself too, right?
That's a really good point. We focus on the physical, but the mental side of this journey is just as important.
Absolutely. We should dig into that.
Definitely. Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the physical changes, the weight loss, the new look, but
the mental shift. That's got to be huge.
Oh, for sure. I mean, imagine the discipline, the mental strength it takes to completely change your lifestyle like that.
Totally. And remember, he was already successful as Walter. Devoted fans, championships, a style people love. To make that change, that suggests a real willingness to step outside his comfort zone. It makes you wonder, did he ever doubt himself during the process? I mean, worry about how the fans would react to this new version of himself.
It's a good question. I mean, it's natural, right?
Yeah.
Especially in a profession like wrestling, where image is everything. But what strikes me about Gunther's story is it's like this quiet confidence he seems to have.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing. He had a vision and just methodically went for it.
Yeah, and that confidence seems to have really connected with the audience. You see it in the fan reaction, the cheers, they've embraced this new chapter.
Totally. I think fans can sense when someone's making a change for the right reasons, for themselves, not because of pressure. And that makes it authentic.
It's like they respect the dedication, the discipline, and in a way, Gunther's journey kind of mirrors a lot of people out there striving for self-improvement.
That's a great point. We all have areas in our lives where we want to make a change.
Right.
Physical, professional, personal. And Gunther's story, it's a reminder that it's possible with the right mindset, the right approach.
And a good support system.
Oh, definitely.
Gunther had his Imperium teammates, but even just having 1 or 2 people who believe in you.
It can make all the difference. That encouragement, that accountability, it can help you stay on track. And you sent over some articles that touched on another layer to this whole transformation, one that always seems to spark rumors in wrestling.
You're talking about the whole, did WW force him to lose weight thing, right? It seems like anytime a wrestler changes their look, those rumors start flying.
It's understandable, I guess. Wrestling fans are passionate. They invest in the storylines and the wrestlers themselves. But in this case, gotta stick to the facts.
Exactly. And Gunther himself actually addressed those rumors. In an interview with Sport1, he was very clear the decision to lose weight, his and his alone.
Boom. Case closed. Which, reinforces this whole idea of it being a personal journey. Self-improvement, not conforming.
That level of self-awareness is inspiring. He had a goal, a plan, and he executed it. No drama, no complaints, just pure dedication.
Speaks volumes about his agency as a performer, right?
Yeah.
He's in control of his narrative. And that's powerful for fans, for anyone who's ever felt pressure to conform.
Absolutely. And now seeing how successful he's become, those historic milestones as Intercontinental Champion, makes you wonder if this transformation was just the beginning.
Right. Like a stepping stone to even bigger things. A world championship run.
He's already defied expectations, so who knows? But before we get too lost in predicting the future, I think it's good to circle back. What have we learned so far?
Yeah, you're right. The takeaways here, they're about personal growth, resilience, the power of believing in yourself, your vision. Gunther's story, it's a testament to that.
Okay, so we've covered the physical, the mental, the impact on his career, the rumors. But there's one more piece of the puzzle we need to address, something that often gets overlooked when talking about big weight loss.
You're thinking about the health side of things, especially in a demanding profession like wrestling.
Exactly. We've all heard stories of athletes pushing their bodies too far, long-term consequences. And while we've been focusing on the positive, it's important to acknowledge that rapid weight loss can have its downsides.
Yeah, for sure. Something to be mindful of. Anyone embarking on a weight loss journey, it's not just about the number on the scale, it's about making choices that are good for your well-being.
Yeah, it's a tough balance, right? Pushing for those goals, but also gotta be smart about long-term health, especially in wrestling. I mean, talk about physical demand.
No kidding. But from what we've read about Gunther's approach, it seems like he was really aware of those risks. He's mentioned working with trainers, focusing on good nutrition, gradual changes, not some crash diet.
That's good to hear. It sounds like he wasn't just in it for a quick fix. He was thinking about his career, his health, for the long haul.
Exactly. It's a reminder that real change, it takes time, effort. It's about those choices that support your overall well-being, not just chasing a number on the scale.
And it's a reminder that everyone's different. What works for one person might not work for another. It's about finding that personalized approach, what's right for you.
Couldn't agree more. And that's a big takeaway from Gunther's story, one that goes way beyond wrestling. It's about being proactive, making smart decisions about our health, talking to professionals when we need to.
It's also about listening to your body, right? Knowing your limits. Pushing yourself is good, but knowing when to ease up, to prioritize recovery, that's important too.
Huge. Sustainability is key, whether you're a wrestler or just trying to live a healthier life.
So we've come to the end of our deep dive into Gunther's transformation. And wow, what a journey, right? We've seen how that commitment to evolve, to change, can lead to incredible results, physically, professionally.
We talked about the mental strength it takes to make that happen, this self-belief, the importance of having people in your corner.
And we dug into the health aspects, making sure we're approaching weight loss in a balanced, sustainable way.
Gunther's story is a testament to self-determination, dedication, embracing change.
It's a story that resonates with everyone, I think. It's about growth, resilience, taking control of your own story.
Absolutely.
Well, that about wraps it up for our deep dive today. Hope you found it as fascinating as we did.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.